back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you guys this little story time and my experience and some tips about being pregnant in college. So how I'm going to break down my advice to you for anyone who knows somebody who's in college while pregnant or is pregnant in college. I want to break down my advice that I have for you and some tips, and then follow along with the story time or a story or event that relates to that specific advice. So the first one is, do not be embarrassed or insecure of your bump. I had that feeling when I first found out I was pregnant. I just thought, oh my God, I'm still going to college. I have 1 year left. People are going to look at me like I am some kind of freak, that I don't belong, and that I shouldn't be there. But as time went on, and this was even before the semester started, I put positive thoughts into my mind and just told myself, who cares if anyone's looking at you? Who cares if anyone's judging you? They're not going to take care of this baby. You are, and your significant other. And that's all that should matter. All that should matter is the health of your baby, the health of yourself. Who cares if you have a bump? Being pregnant is such a normal thing. Yes, you do not see it in college. You don't see women walking around everywhere pregnant, especially students. But who cares? Who said you had to be normal, right? And I told myself, don't ever be scared. Don't ever be shy, because you know what? It's not like you're walking around pregnant doing other things that are harmful to you and your child and that are negative. You're in school, you're trying to get an education, and people should respect that. I became so comfortable with my bump, of course, as time went on and as I got further along into my pregnancy. I even bought a rolling backpack because I just couldn't stand the pain that I was having in the lower part of my back with all the books and my lunch that I was carrying. So that goes to show I really don't care and didn't care about if someone was looking at me while I was pregnant. That was me. I was the one pregnant, waddling around campus with my big old belly showing and carrying around a roller book bag. And that's how much I didn't care, because I focused on myself. I focused on finishing strong with my education and getting my bachelor's and making sure that I and the baby were both healthy. My second tip is having support. Support, I think, is so important, whether it's support at home or support from your friends. And I had the support from both. I had the support from my husband at home, who I needed from that emotional aspect, and someone I needed for when I was stressed about school and that I can talk to and be comfortable with. And then I had the support from my friends. Now, when I missed school because I gave birth and we were in our last month of the semester, which was super hectic for me, they were there for me by giving me their notes that I might have missed and topics that the professor may have went in depth with while I was gone. So definitely having my friends in school to pretty much have my back when I wasn't there in class, to take physical notes, to hear what the professor had to say and discuss, they were really there for me. And I think that's important as well. It's just in general having support, because that will go a long way. My third tip sounds so obvious, but I think it needs to be said, and that is, don't forget to eat. Now, as college students, we're always on the go. We're always just grabbing snacks, coffee, your frappuccino, a bag of chips, or just random snacks that you bring throughout the day, and then you indulge on heavy carb load food. That was definitely me. But when you're pregnant, you really need to consider and think about what you're eating, and that if you're eating enough. And I know that sounds crazy, that sounds like such an obvious thing to do, but when you're used to being that college student that is on the go like me and is just eating okay here and there, and then indulge on junk food pretty much once, twice a week, maybe more, now you have to think about the child that you're bearing, and that, eating all this junk food really isn't good for the health of you and the baby. So my tip for you is, don't forget to eat, and also just make sure when you go to college or you go to class, have a lunch box with healthier options and healthier food that will last through for your allotted time that you're in school. And that's what I did. I made sure I had fruit. I made sure I had adequate meals with me. I think I carried 2 meals a day with me, and it was always healthier options, which was like rice or chicken or something like that, for example. But it filled me enough throughout the day in class where I didn't have to go buy as often as I would if I wasn't pregnant. I didn't have to go out and buy all the junk food that, you know, that they offer in the school cafeteria in the student union. So definitely don't forget to eat, and make sure you pack adequate amount of food so that way you and the baby are well nourished and you're not munching down on cravings and junk food. And my last tip is to talk to your professors. You'd be very surprised at how understanding and considerate they will be considering your situation, which is that you're pregnant and that you're gonna give birth probably during the semester. And that's exactly what happened to me. I personally didn't have to talk to any of my professors about my pregnancy until my spring semester of 2017, because my due date landed on April 4th, which was, like I said, a month before finals. So I knew giving birth, you need time to heal and to adjust to motherhood, and you know, you're gonna be so tired. So I let my professors know the very first week, whether I emailed them or I told them in person. I let them know, like, hi, I introduced myself. Hi, I'm Gianna. I'm in your whatever class that you're in. And I let them know I think I was 5 months pregnant. I'm like 5.5 months pregnant, and my due date is on this date. And I'm just letting you know that I probably won't be in class for the duration of the time because I need time to heal and to adjust, you know, to having a baby. And they were so understanding. I think it was mostly my lower extremity professor at UCF that she was really understanding. And plus, we only went to that class once a week for like almost 3 hours. So I really got to know her and be more personal with her compared to other professors that had like 300, 200 students in their class. So she definitely, I think, more on a emotional or personal level understood and really felt for me that, you know, I was gonna have this baby and I was gonna be gone, and I didn't want to miss her class, but of course I did. But definitely talk to your professors in the beginning and they'll be very understanding. Of course they won't be lenient, as in like they won't let you get an easy A or something like that, for example, but they're always there, you know, if you have any questions or concerns. I think you'd be really surprised like how your professors would react to your situation, because obviously you can't hide it. Even though there's like a whole bunch of people in their class, I'm sure they're gonna spot one person who's pregnant, which would be you. Alright guys, so that's it for this video and my 4 tips and advice, plus a mini story time for any lady who is pregnant in college or knows someone who's pregnant in college. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!